terrible. Don't you think it's a terrible thing? Then, you know what he did next? He slunk to the icebox.
He took
the
Who's feast.
He took
the Who pudding.
He took
the Rose feast.
He cleaned out
the icebox as quick as a flash.
Why?
That Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Oh, Who hash is yummy.
Then he stuffed all the food
up the chimney with glee, and now, Grinch the Grinch, I will step up the tree.
Can you imagine putting a tree up that chimney? What kind of mean person would do that? Would you ever do that?
No.
What if Grammy and Grandpa came at Christmas time while you were all asleep? We snuck into the house, and without a peep, we said to each other, "Now let us see, how can we get the tree up the chimney?" And you came down on Christmas morning, all excited for fun, and found there was not a tree in the house, not even one.
And then we would see a crack.
How would that feel?
Annoying.
Annoying? I think so.
Because, do you know why it would be so annoying? Because the tree would be so heavy, it would crack the ceiling, and the tree would come crashing down.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who got out of bed for
a cold cup of water.
She stared at the Grinch and she said, "Santa Claus,
why?
Why?
Why are you taking our
Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
Why?
But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up
Why?
and he thought it up.
Quick.
"Why, my sweet little tot?"
Why?
The fake Santa Claus lied. "There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head. And he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went up the chimney and stuffed the tree up. I can't stand that Grinch.
Can't stand it.
And the last thing he took
was a log for the fire.
Then he went up the chimney himself, that old
liar.
On their walls he left
nothing but hooks and some wire.
And the one speck of food that he left
in the house
was a crumb.
That was even too small for your mouth. Here's a crumb. I'm almost.
Then he did the same thing to the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouse.
That's just brilliant writing. Right? I mean, that's just brilliant writing.
It was 1/4 dawn. All the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to the tip-top to
dump it. Boo-hoo to the Who.
No, poo-poo to the Who's.
He
was grinchishly
humming. They're finding out now that
no Christmas is coming. Their mouths will hang open.
Nope.
They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do.
Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two.
Then the
Who's will down in Whoville all cry, boo, boo, or
That's a noise
That
I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to
his
his
hand.
ear. I could hear a sign rising over the snow. It started in low, and then it started to grow.
But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this
Was quite merry.
sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry.
Merry!
He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Look at his eyes. Uh-oh. You knocked the lens right out of my glasses.
These things happen.
Pause to reconfigure my eyes.
What's reconfigure mean?
Lena and
That
I
was
did.
fun falling asleep in the car.
We can't believe you fell asleep in the car, Lena.
Why did you? Because you were tired?
Did you have music going or something?
Yeah. What kind?
Christmas?
Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other.
It came. Just the same.
And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore.
What is a puzzler?
You're his brain.
Oh.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store.
It does.
Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
It does. Hello.
And what
Don't you know
happened?
anything?
Well, what does it mean?
It means the birth of Jesus.
It means the birth of Jesus. That's
Good
So
answer,
I
Jonah.
just said to the Grinch, don't you know anything about Christmas? Are you small?
well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew
3 sizes.
three
So it's supposed
sizes.
to be this big?
Three
So it's
sizes.
supposed to
that
be
day.
one of the halves is supposed to be like this big?
I think his heart grew as big as your head.
No, it grew this big. It grew this big, so he blew
And the
up.
minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he
Stuffed. He himself.
himself,
The Grinch.
the Grinch,
Carved the roast of beast.
carved the roast
Carved.
beast. Wait, there's another page.
Chuck it at you. Chuck it at
You
you.
know what it says?
Chuck it at you.
Even though at Christmas much money people spend, we've come to the part of this book that is
And
the end.
Yay!
yay! Oh, it's your 50th birthday.
So not last night, night before last, was the 50th anniversary of the showing of Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, really?
It's Christmas. 50 years on network television.
Huh.
Still.
I thought it was 2 days ago.
Have you seen Charlie Brown Christmas?
It's
Have
in
you?
the other room. We just watched Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
The Great Pumpkin?
No. Yeah, we've seen that. We watched it last
Isn't that Charlie,
Halloween.
Isn't that Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
The Great Pumpkin?
No. That's Halloween, right?
Oh my gosh. I don't know that I've seen that.
All right, we have all 3 of them in there.
You have the Charlie Brown Christmas?
Yep.
Yes. Very interesting history. Charles Schultz insisted on the gospel passage from Luke. And the
Who's you?
producers or whatever didn't want to do it. But he insisted. He said, if we're going to do this. The other thing he insisted is there's not going to be any laugh track. I don't want any laugh track. And so they got, who was the guy that did the music for it? And the music, of course, has become famous.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you hear that
I mean,
music,
they even put it in the Get Smiley video.
Yeah.
Goofface, run and squeak.
Okay, the book's over.
No.
You know what? Well, yeah.